Just about 5 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip sits something that feels less like a tourist trap and more like an alien mothership had landed for a huge party, or maybe like some sort of psychedelic funhouse. We're here at Area 15. And forget about the stress of planning, because today I've mapped out the perfect itinerary. I wrote to Area 15 for filming permission, and thanks to them, we are gonna go on a multi-stop journey through a couple of different experiences inside that might make you change your mind about the way Vegas does entertainment. We'll get the chance to explore multiple venues, and there are tons of mind-bending experiences inside, and we'll do some dining, maybe grab a drink from 130 feet in the air overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. But if you're tired of the same old casinos and clubs, this is your escape hatch. This spot is located about 2 miles from the Las Vegas Strip, and they opened in 2020, but they're currently going through a major expansion that's going to bring Las Vegas a ton of new openings. Today I get to show you a few of the new spots, and we're going to do a few old spots and quite a few spots that I've never been before. The venue features a diverse range of attractions and activities that caters to individuals of all ages and all interests. But we are starting with a spot that I've been wanting to visit for many, many years. This is Omega Mart, and it's sort of the hub of Area 15, especially here in the main building. But as soon as we walk through these doors, you'll notice that this grocery store is a little off. It's a whole crazy world in here. I don't even know where to start. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Have you ever wondered what NMS really is? It's a chemical illegally drained from the desert of Southern Guadalupe Village and pumped into your products.
Oh, that was the resistance. There's a whole backstory on here. This whole place is crazy. But you gotta start right here in the front, inside of the grocery store, inside of Omega Mart, where everything is just off enough to feel real, but it isn't. Marshmallow, cereal, oh those, which the original junk food with all the kinds of stuff that you might find in your junk drawer, like a stapler or a random key. Sit longer, blink less, or a 1-year multivitamin. That's actually pretty handy. Bodybuilder's toothpaste for healthy teeth and sick abs. Hey, I'm down. Hidden portals everywhere in here. This is the deli section where they've got you covered with, I don't really know what they got you covered with, honestly, but there's all kinds of goodies here. Like the Gateway National Park, or no, National Pork is what it says, that's funny. The Devil's Tower, the Great Smoky Muttons, cage-free or judgment-free tattooed chickens. Internationally homegrown.
Consensually squeezed oranges.
Well, that's good.
I think this is aggressively squeezed itself.
Oh, yikes. Now you never know when you're gonna need a emergency clam. Everything is gonna be okay, is what it says on the label. Wake up, please. That's a good name for an energy drink. I mean, every prepper needs a cheddar cheese puffs for their cheddar bunker. Oh, it's the official currency of post-war economy. So they're not bottle caps, they're cheddar bunkers. Ridiculous stress swan thing. What is that? It's just literally a ridiculous stress swan thing. Oh, look at its little face. Oh, here's the nut-free salted peanuts. But it may contain peanuts, but it's not free.
It's 100% salt.
But it may contain peanuts. But it's also nut-free. You can get personalized bleach with your name on it. So if you're Cindy, or maybe if you're Biff, I have a hard time finding anything with Danny with an I, but I mean, how about Jeff FFFFF? Where's Bort? Okay, so here's the produce area. So I might want to give the apples a squeeze. Ooh. Make sure, you know, that they're ripe. Oh, that one's ready to go. You sort of have to be like a detective in here. You gotta ask where the dimensional portals are. You have to find the right door. Every good explorer knows it's usually the ones that say employees only, maybe inside of the outdoor recreation instead of recreation. I mean, if you're afraid of tight spots, this might not be your portal. Oh my gosh. Those people just went through the ice chest. Kind of thinking we should go through the janitor area. Let's see. Oh, it opens. Once you go behind the grocery store, you're basically entering the wackiest world. Basically, each way tells you a little bit of a different story. Every turn seems to be a new world, and I'm sure it's easy to get lost in not only the experience, but in the venue itself. And people went through here. All these doors I feel like I shouldn't open, but you should. So you want to look for the touchscreens and the computer terminals because they're not just set dressings. You can actually interact with the story. So there are bizarre corporate training videos that you can watch, and you might be able to piece together the narrative. It makes you part of the show. You're not just the audience member. So now if you went through the ice chest in the front, this is basically the same way. So that's going to lead you towards the grocery store. But how cool is that? It gets wonky and weirder as you go through. It has a very deep, weird narrative, weird story that unfolds as you explore. And the central storyline will revolve around the Dram Corp Corporation and their mysterious dealings with a substance called the Source. Whoa.
Welcome to the factory.
Jeez.
This is where all the products are manufactured, of course, for the grocery store. Remember I told you about Source?
Yes.
You can see that running through the pipes.
Oh, yeah. I think the best way to experience Omega Mart is to go in expecting the unexpected. And definitely don't be afraid to touch things, open crazy doors that don't look like they're supposed to be open, or even things like this. Grab some packaged ice. Whoa, what is that? This space is really, really pretty. It seems like a dream world in here. The whole walls are projections that create this beautiful art piece that changes throughout the day too. I'm sure you can spend a full day here. We only have about an hour. We're not doing this full video on Omega Mart, which I'm sure that I could, but we've got a few places to hit, so we're making this a little quick. So there's supposed to be a speakeasy in here, and that's what I'm looking for. This hallway of weird-ass doors. The room formerly known as. So weird. I would recommend setting aside a minimum of 3 hours for Omega Mart. We were on a really tight schedule, squeezing filming in after my workday, and we had to hit multiple spots at scheduled times to film, so we really had to keep the ball moving. I'm only showing you a peek, but honestly, that's how it should be. I don't want to spoil the entire thing for you. I think the thrill of Omega Mart is the unexpected discovery. It's finding the little hidden staircases or the bizarre terminals for yourself. It's all about getting delightfully lost, so definitely give yourself the gift of time here. We found the speakeasy, and it was much easier than you think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's say it's just on the first floor. So they have a couple of different drinks here starting at $14. I'm getting the Source, which is a blue butterfly infused gin, Asparagus, Reserve liqueur, strawberry puree, lemon, and bergamot bubble. All kinds of things going on in here. It definitely tastes the gin, but it's smooth. It's not harsh, it's not strong. It's sweet and tart at the same time, too. And this is the apple juice, which has vodka, it has aloe liqueur, apple juice, rice milk, simple syrup, citrus, apple blossom bitters, and buzz buttons. Oh wow, that's good. That's really good. You get the apple, but it doesn't scream apple juice to me. It's just like an apple flavor in there, but that's really good. Well, Omega Mart is an absolute must-do. It's art, it's play, it's crazy, it's wonky, it's unexpected. I wish I had more time to spend in there because I'm pretty sure you can spend the full day in just Omega Mart itself. But Area 15 has so much to do, and we've got quite a few things on our list today. Getting inside Area 15 is free, but you pay for the attractions. They have passes that start at $32. They provided us with the level 2 pass, which included 17 different experiences, and we only got to a small handful. We also got Omega Mart separately. But here's the thing, they do have multi-passes that include Omega Mart or John Wick and even one with Universal Horror Unleashed. Getting the passes online seemed like a much better deal than buying them in person too. Trust me, I did the homework for you. After Omega Mart, you may need to reset your brain a little bit. So our next stop is going to be a little bit of a cleanser. It's going to be a little bit more calmer, but it's still within Area 15, so it's going to be completely insane. We traded the chaotic story for a pure sensory bliss over at Museum Fiasco. This attraction has you stepping into an infinity box of light. It's a singular, large-scale installation that takes light and sound and it multiplies it into an endless horizon. So every wall and I think every ceiling is mirrored, turning the room into an endless cosmo. Lots of flashing lights that syncs with the loud music, but I thought that this area was a really great spot to just kind of sit and take it in. Also makes for really great Instagram photos. Let the artwork do the work. Use the reflections in the mirrors to make yourself look impossibly tiny against the backdrop of infinity. It was a really perfect palette cleanser before we dived into the next kind of crazy. Right next door is Wink World. Now this is from the masterminds of the Blue Men Group, and there are 7 different installations in here that I hear are a little bit wonky. That fits into Area 15.
2, 1.
This is crazy. They're like literal little rooms that you get locked into, and then you watch a pretty quick show of different infinity rooms and experiences. Each room has its own personality, so you have lights that dance to music, massive spinning pinwheels, and colors that shift so fast that you feel like you've been transported back to the 70s. This is a perfect midday refill. It's short, it's punchy, and it's totally bizarre, but it gets your internal energy back up and gets you ready to conquer the rest of Area 15 because, trust me, we're gonna need that energy for the next stop. Our level 2 pass included a bunch of attractions that we didn't have time for or were fully VR, so I couldn't really show you guys. But there were tokens for the arcade, there was a Grand Prix racing simulator, among a bunch of other VR simulators, dueling axes, and that's just to name a few in the main building alone. There's even attractions outside of the main building, like Illuminarium, that were included, but I've already done a full video on that spot before. That's all included in the $64 pass that we had. Then on higher level passes or on its own, you can do the John Wick experience, which I also have a complete video on, and even the new Universal Horror Unleashed, which, yes, I've done a very detailed video on that as well. If you search Danny702 in the attraction name, you can find those easily if you're interested in seeing what those spots are about. We're leaving the main building now. We're heading over to Zone 2. It's so big that they even added a tram to get over there. Now this is where most of the new things in the expansion is taking place. But our next stop is one of the newest, and it is included on a level 2 pass as well. Over here in Zone 2, they have a couple of different food trucks that you can get food at. We're gonna grab a grilled cheese. It's over at the snack wagon. Let's take a look. Doing the brand newest, just opened about a week ago in this area called Interstellar Ark. Now this is the closest you can get to a 1-hour voyage to outer space. We're basically going to be on a mission. Now this is a VR experience, so I'm not too sure how much I can show you guys, but we'll show you as much as we can. So let's head in. Our goal is to journey 11 light years across the cosmos to discover our new home planet. You start in the briefing room, and that's where they hand you the VR set and explain the controls, mostly focusing on tightening it and understanding the noise cancellation. Then you get whisked away. Now here's where I ran into a bit of trouble. Since I was filming, I had to take off the headset periodically to capture as much footage as I could. All right. Oh, So we just literally entered a different world. I can see my hands, but I can't see the camera. Oh, Eddie's holding my hand. I can see his hand. How weird is this? Okay, I'm gonna rely on Eddie because I had this up the whole time. All right, let's see.
Because of that, I had a hard time following the mission and understanding the full narrative. Luckily, my husband was with me and he was paying full attention.
So if you look through the glasses, we've got the camera up through the glasses. That's a little bit of what you can see.
I didn't need to understand the mission though to know that the artists and the designers who created the environments clearly took cues from some of the best sci-fi movies from the last decades. It was visually stunning. And for those of you who are like me and might get motion sickness easily with VR, the railings that you see in the room are cleverly integrated to look like part of the world that you're in. So they help guide you and ground you if needed.
It's crazy because if you put your wrists out, it does different things. So one wrist you can talk to your partner, and the other wrist you can take photos. So I'm hoping that the photos I'll be able to get afterwards and be able to show you guys what we're seeing too.
This one of me in our fox guide, or this one apparently I'm twerking, and this one I swear I'm not throwing up. Interstellar Ark is a really great attraction if you want to completely ditch reality for an hour.
I think if you're a fan of sci-fi and video games, that would be a spot for you. But it's time to come back to Earth and get a little bit of dinner. We're going over to Kaya for some sushi and ramen.
As far as prices goes, it looks like the ramen sits $17 to $16. And then you've got different kinds of rolls, sashimi. We went with the Liftoff vessel, which is $16, and it has tuna and salmon mixed poke, seaweed salad, cucumber, green onion, yuzu honey, and it's served over a bed of sushi rice. We also ordered a couple pieces of salmon, and we got the birria ramen, which has pork broth, beef birria, onion, radish, cilantro, lime wedge, and it has pepper and tapatio.
I feel like I've been on a birria kick lately. I don't think I've ever had birria ramen though. There is a lot of noodles in this. Like, yeah, that'll fill you up. No, the ramen's hitting. It's been a little bit cold out, so definitely getting to that soup ramen season. There was a cheesecake ube, or a ube cheesecake, that unfortunately they do not have currently, but they have a couple different mochis. We've got green tea, a mango, they also had a strawberry. I like that it comes already cut up. That's bigger than just like one mochi. That's probably, what, 2 or 3?
We've explored the worlds beneath, and it's now time to conquer the skies. Right here in front of Area 15 is Liftoff. This is a open-air panoramic bar that takes you 130 feet above the entire complex. All right, so you can see there's a bar down here. And then this is the vessel itself.
Since we have filming permission, I can bring in my camera, but they will give you a little lanyard that goes around your phone. So if you want to take your phone so you can get photos, they allow you to do that. But here we go, up we go. And you can see right behind us, here's the strip. Maybe 2 blocks? 2 miles. Let's give it a little more than 2 blocks. Oh, this is pretty cool. And the music's starting to fade away as we get a little bit higher. Oh, we can see the whole valley. So it looks like you can bring your drinks from the bar downstairs.
Do they shut this down when it gets windy?
At 43 miles per hour.
43? Oh, that's pretty fast.
Kind of reminds me of the balloon over at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
But I think that one goes a little bit higher, but that one like literally the balloon swaying. Yeah, we're lucky we don't have wind today.
Yeah.
That is scary. I've got it like half and half the platform and like nothing below me. So as you rise, the noise of Area 15 fades and the sheer scale of the Las Vegas Strip comes into view. You move really slow, so it gives you all the time in the world to take that 360-degree perspective. It's kind of the moment where you truly appreciate that Vegas is more than just neon signs. Good way to end our Area 15 experience, 130 feet above it. This is like the future of entertainment here in Las Vegas. It proves that Las Vegas can be more than just slot machines or a Cirque du Soleil show. We've got Barbie, a Malibu cafe coming, also an ice cream museum that I cannot wait for coming. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful to you, please hit that thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys watch but don't subscribe, so do it. And thank you so much for coming with me though. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.